Well, one of the great things about living in Dubai is that you can drive somewhere and then have someone else drive you and your car home. One of the great ways we can do that is with Zofer. It's a pioneering on-demand tech platform that's used for hiring professional chauffeurs, and they've recently, just in time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, launched their pay-per-minute driver service in Abu Dhabi. So if you have a car but you prefer not to drive, you can now instantly hire a highly trained professional, the chauffeur from Zofer, and that they can help transport you in your car to and from the event. To talk more about this, the Head of Growth, Ravi Kumar, is joining us on Zoom this afternoon. Ravi, thank you very much for your time here on Talk 100.3.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Do you realise how much joy you with Zofer are able to bring people that live in the UAE? It seems to be one of the key aspects when expats talk about what's life like over there. We've got this app called Zofer that allows us to drive home. Are you aware that it's an integral part of the social culture?
Absolutely. Like the number says it all. We've been seeing that we have around 400 to 500% growth year on year. And, you'll be surprised the kind of use cases people use Zofer for. It's no longer a safe driver application or a brand, but people use it to charge their electric vehicles. People use it for intercity travels. People using it for different you're looking at the airports drop off, etc. So it's just no longer a safe driving platform now.
Of course. So it's a situation where you can have someone, rather than paying for a cab to go to the airport, you're paying for someone to drive your car home from the airport.
Absolutely.
And I like this situation, the electric car. So what is it? Someone picks up your car and then drives it to a charging station and comes back. How does that work?
Yeah. So basically, we do a regular catch-ups with our consumers, and what we have understood is, consumers are using Zofer for different things, right? One of the major important inputs that came from consumers, because we work, speaking to consumers on a regular basis. So what we've understood is, consumers are using Zofer as an application to, ask chauffeurs to go charge their electric vehicles in the nearest station and bring it back. So it's convenience that we are talking about.
Convenience. You're correct. You're selling convenience. But what are you doing for the Grand Prix? It's on this weekend, but particularly for a lot of people who are in Dubai, that's always the challenge of, I want to get down there. How do I get back home? But what's this pay per minute service you've launched in Abu Dhabi?
So there are two, pay per service, pay per minute was always there in the pipe. Now, what it does is, it's 1.25 AED per minute, which means that if you're looking for a shorter rides, you can definitely do a pay per minute, right? So it was always there, but now when we have launched this service in Abu Dhabi, it's important that this is one of our key USP. So you have two options, which is one is pay per minute and the other is the hourly booking.
So they're the great options. Yeah, it's become such a versatile marketplace. When you find out about these different ways people are using, how are you finding out that information? Through feedback forms or emails? What's the situation where you're working out what consumers are using Zofer for?
So we are a very customer-centric company, right? And when it comes to regular catch-ups or direct intervention with our consumers, we prefer, all of us, we have that in our DNA, right? So we do regular catch-ups over a call with our consumers to understand what's the overall feedback like, what are the things that they're using Zofer for, and along with that, there is a feedback form that goes out to our consumers every quarter, and that's how we get to know, what are the things that they're using Zofer for. Like I said, I come from India, and then people saying that, if I cannot go and pick my, relatives or colleagues from the airport, I'll rather book a Zofer for them and get it picked. So these are some of the insights that we get from our catch up with our consumers.
Yeah, it is incredibly easy. And one of the benefits a lot of people always ask is, but if someone's driving your car home, how does it work with insurance? But that's covered as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so look, I mean, in my little understanding, nowhere you will find every ride to be insured. And now what we have done is that we have each and every ride insured. And that's one of the biggest USP for us as well. So you don't have to sort of worry about it, number one. Number two, all our chauffeurs are extremely well trained. you can trust your best cars with these chauffeurs, and they will take care of the car as it is their own.
I have to know. I've used Zofer before. I love it. And I always do get a bit embarrassed when I have the Zofer driver in my Mitsubishi. And I'm like, what was the last car you drive? And they're like, a McLaren. Yeah. And then I always think, what a great job to be able to do that in Dubai.
Yeah.
Some of your drivers must be just ecstatic that they can, they get a couple of times a week the opportunity to perhaps drive a supercar.
Absolutely. And not only supercars, we have a fleet of our chauffeurs, and, they are well trained. We have specific SOPs made for these chauffeurs as well, in terms of, the kind of experience that they need to carry. How do they operate with these high-end cars so that, you can be stress-free and leave your high-end Lambos of the world or McLarens of the world with them.
Yeah, it's a great insight. And as we said, that pay permit, it's been available in Dubai. It's now going to be available in Abu Dhabi just in time for the Grand Prix weekend. We're speaking to the head of growth, Ravi Kumar from Zofer. Do you have any details on what would the longest trip have been that someone's had to be in the car for?
Look, so what we say is you can get a chauffeur for 10 hours, 10 minutes, or 10 days. So we have some of the consumers in Dubai using our services on a daily basis for roughly around 10 to 11 hours. So you can see the kind of usage the consumer has for Zofer. And these are sizable chunk of audiences that I'm talking about.
So this isn't someone to drive your car home from a party. You're looking for a chauffeur to drive you around and go through your meetings so you can work in the back seat.
Absolutely. Like most of our consumer base who's been using Zofer regularly are using, chauffeurs to go to their meetings. If you have an important PPT to work on, you can sit at the back of your seat, work on it, have a review, and let Zofer drive you anywhere. So, like I said, gone are the days we were just a safe driver platform. Now, Zofer is being used for, RTA inspections, garage pickup and drop off, intercity travel. Now we've launched Abu Dhabi because there was so much noise about, we being there because consumers were asking us to be there. And now you have intercity, which is from Dubai to Abu Dhabi and Abu Dhabi to Dubai. So you can do a one-way trip as well. And then you have other use cases starting from pets to vets. We drive the pets to their nearest vet, etc. Along with that, you have airport pickup and drop off as some of the important use cases for us. So like I said, when we have grown by 400%, the contribution of safe drivers just decreased and the other use cases have been increasing.
Yeah, I think it's a great example of obviously selling the product of convenience, but really being able to be agile and opening it up to the market and the consumers able to come back and say to you, yeah, we like this product, but actually here's how we want to use it.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest strengths that, we aim and we aspire for, that, we provide the best service and safety is paramount for us. So, like I said, our chauffeurs are well trained and they go rigorous training to make sure that, because they represent our brand and it's important that, we train them properly. So safety is very, very crucial for us.
Well, congratulations on the success. So you can get the app from the iOS and the Google Play stores. You can either see the website, which is Zofer, Zofeur, Zofer.com. The head of growth from the company is Ravi Kumar. Congratulations on your success and enjoy the F1 this weekend.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Good to speak to you. Have you ever used Zofer or any of those services? How creative have you been? Have you used it to take a pet from your place to a friend's house, or maybe use it to get your car serviced? You can let us know, 0586861003. Thanks for your message that are coming through. We just spoke about the self-driver service Zofer. Jay sent through a message. Hi, Kitch. I dropped my car at the garage for repairs and took a cab home. That cost me 85 dirhams. I then opted for the garage to then drop it back to my house through Zofer, and it was 60 dirhams. So I saved money and saved the time of getting there and driving home. Next time it will be Zofer both ways. Amazing service. That's from JJ. Thank you very much. And it really does highlight one of the benefits of living in Dubai, doesn't it? You have this convenience, this level of service that a lot of expats do talk about, that when they go back home, they go, oh, I miss this or I miss that so